You're in your design phase of your online course. You're ready to start to develop your curriculum and ready to start to identify all of the content that you'll put into your modules. So now you have to start your research. And the question is, where do you start your research? So let's take a look. Hi, my name is Kat Sabello and I am from The Stellar Way. I'm here to help you and many other course creators be able to design, create and launch your online course. So where do you start with your research? Now, first, let me be very clear that I'm not talking about research in regards to learning how to do things in course creation. So questions such as, how do I create a curriculum? How do I use Thinkific? How do I record a video, edit a video, all these type of questions in regards to course creation. These types of questions is not what we're going to be looking at today. If you want to know more about those questions, I have linked every single one of those videos, those questions I just mentioned, down below. But today we're looking at when you are starting to do your curriculum and you need to understand your audience and you need to understand how you position yourself in the market. How do you even start that research? So in this curriculum phase, if you haven't yet downloaded my curriculum template, download that in the link below. In there is also videos to discuss how you can better understand your audience. That also goes well with this video. So have a look at that down in the links below. But let's get started. Let me quickly share my screen here and let's look into how do we research for our online course. Now, in this phase, there are two different types of research topics that we will look at. Firstly is market research, and then we have competitor research. So let's have a look at those two now. So our market research, this is when we are starting to better understand our audience. And as I mentioned in the curriculum template, there are videos that talk about how you can better understand your audience so you can write learning outcomes, how you can better understand your audience's competencies, and how you can help them get to the goal from where they currently are, so from A to B. But besides those videos, let's have a look here at what you should be asking. So we have direct questions where you can go directly to your audience and ask them questions through forms, through Google Forms or through Typeform, any type of form that you wish, to ask them market research questions where you are explicitly telling them you're conducting research and they are explicitly giving you content or answers and market research. So the questions that we can ask and better understand is, who are our audience? Who are they? What have they done in the past? What is their past experiences? What are they wanting to achieve? What are their goals? And what do they currently need? And when we start to understand these questions, we can then better start to develop our course in our curriculum. Likewise, we can ask some indirect questions. So our indirect questions are when people are not specifically giving their market research to us. It's not directly given to us like it is in a form. And we can do this by looking in other Facebook groups. Now, not taking people from Facebook groups, but having a look at what people are asking. Now, that's not only limited to Facebook groups. It can be Google searches, so platforms such as answerthepublic.com or keyword density searches that you can do. There are many websites and many platforms where you can get an overview of the most searched questions on Google, which gives you a great overview of what people are looking for. Likewise, when you do a Google search, you can see that your sentence is completed. It's not always what you're looking for, but it will sometimes give you an idea of what people are looking for. Likewise, at the bottom of the Google search page, there's all these recommendations that are associated to your search. These might be some great ways that you can collect market research about what your audience needs. Another form of indirect market research is through feedback. Now, I talk about feedback a lot. You can have a look at my feedback videos in my YouTube channel, which I'll also link down below. But at the very beginning, when you are starting off your courses, run free webinars, run free short courses, and in that time, gather feedback. Start to understand, what did your audience like? What do they want to see more of? And most importantly, what didn't they like? And as you start to gather this information, you can then start to adapt your courses to better suit your audience. But most importantly, market research shouldn't just be delivered or conducted in the very beginnings of your course creation. They should be conducted throughout your entire life of your business. So by doing these indirect type of market research efforts, you can constantly be collecting feedback without bombarding your audience, and constantly maintaining and updating your courses so that they are current to what your audience needs. So that is market research. That's so we can better understand our audience. Now, how do we better position ourselves within the market? We need to understand our competitors. And you may do a Google search for your course idea and there's nothing, and you might think, great, I have got a whole niche all to myself. Seeing no similar courses or no competitors doesn't always mean it's a great idea. It might mean that your competitors have also conducted searches, have also conducted market research and identified that it's not the right niche. It's not something that people need. So if you don't find any competitors, it doesn't always mean a good thing. But when you do find your competitors, start to analyze what they offer. Now, this isn't a way to steal their work in any way. I'm not advocating for that in any way, nor stealing their students, but it's just a way to better understand what your competitors offer, because that can help you to understand more market research. You can see, what do their students think of their courses? What do they like? What do they need? What do they need more of? And by starting to understand your competitors and how they serve their students can help you to gather even further market research. And then it's time for you to differentiate yourself from your competitors. So how can you do things differently? And who do they serve and where do they serve these people, so that you can then align yourself or find your place within the market, and understanding what and who your niche is and what their niche is as well. So competitor research is really useful to even further understand your audience and understand if there's a need for what you want to deliver, but also to be able to find your way within a market, being able to find your niche and finding how you can differentiate from your competitors. Again, in no means am I saying find a competitor and replicate what they do, but it's a great way to be able to further understand how you can best create your online course. So there you have it. To start to do your research for your online courses, you should conduct your market research and your competitor research. There is a wealth of information in this YouTube channel on how you can collect direct market research, how you can collect indirect feedback, and how you can start to build your curriculum when you understand what your audience needs. All of the videos that I have mentioned in this course are down below, as well as the curriculum template that you can download. Until next time, happy course creating!